All right, Gary, we know you're a big social media influencer.
Yep.
Eli is kind of new to the social media aspect.
Yes.
He waited until he was retired to open up the social media accounts, which I think was wise.
Yeah.
He didn't want to blow up in the
He could hear the feelings in the stadium. He didn't need to see it on the internet.
I didn't need to
hear the booze and lights. You don't end up coming at your phone. But I want to just give Eli some tips. Since he's new to this, what can he do to grow his influence following?
I think the thing that a lot of us loved to learn about Eli, especially post-career, but you can even see it when he was playing, is the sense of humor thing is there. And so for me, TikTok is something that is a real worthwhile venture for you. I think
like dance moves?
No, that's what everybody thought like 6-7 years ago. TikTok is now the predominant social network, and it is very conducive to humor.
What would I do on TikTok?
You would do whatever you want, right? And so like literally even like
Give Sean a noogie?
That would probably get at least 100,000 views.
I give him a wedgie?
That's at least 1 million.
Okay. $1 million?
Atomic. Get that over the head. That's 10 million.
But I really think TikTok's one place to look. I think the other place, one thing I've also observed from afar, we haven't really chopped it up, but your business ambitions are real, and so LinkedIn has actually become a monster social network. And I think people still think of it as like a recruiting tool, but using LinkedIn as a social network to talk about your business observations, the things you're thinking about, the kind of businesses you're interested in, business advice that you've learned, things you've learned about entrepreneurship that's similar to the athletic realm. I think LinkedIn would be another place to really think about it. I think those two stand out. As a third, I do think, and I continue to believe this, we talked about it earlier about the gunner, or like things that, when you guys watch football, you see different things than the casual fan. I still believe on Twitter, breaking down something that people don't see, and you guys do this anyway, but on social, breaking down something that people don't understand, I think is very, very valuable, because what we see, and you guys know this, I've always been fascinated by the film room the next day, because I've seen players through the years. I understand football enough to know that there's certain people in the secondary who don't want to take the blame for a mistake and will literally react to get the crowd to think it wasn't their fault.
Correct.
And I'm like, but that guy has to go in,
looking around,
and they're like pointing, and they're like, no, that was your assignment, right?
The defensive guy comes over and he goes, "That was my fault.
Yeah.
I messed up that coverage. I can't believe I blew that. It's not on you." And everybody thinks that he's yelling at the other guy.
And so I think like jumping in Twitter, social commentating of like what happened there was two guys ran the wrong route. That's what it happened last night. The reason Slay got that pick was two guys ended up in the same place. Clearly something went wrong.
Yeah.
Those kind of observations in real time on social are wildly valuable.
I think so. Basically what I'm gathering is on TikTok, Eli should break down the butt fumble.
Yes, I think you should break down the butt fumble. Actually, you know what's so funny, Sean? The butt fumble doesn't hurt me. I'm just trying to get out of here without talking about Victor Cruz's touchdown against the Jets. To this day, and Eric Smith, if you're watching, I loved you, number 33 for the Jets, great player, nice hit hard, almost ended Anquan Bolin's career here. But that play, like literally, I will go into this Sunday thinking about that, praying to God.
Are you blaming Eric Smith? Or are you blaming?
I'm blaming Eric Smith.
Oh, it's Cromartie.
I know.
Took a dive. Yeah, it's a great throw. Cromartie.
Great throw.
Blown up, Victor.
Yes, I understand, but I still have a lot of feelings. I understand.
That started the salsa.
Yeah.
That was like the craze right there.
What really is crazy, you know what's crazy about Victor's career? I was here for that preseason game. I was like, who's this guy? You, Matt?
It's like the same.
No. That was but it, and I remember, and we were just coming off of Corbett coming out of left field, 4 or 5 years, 7 years earlier. And I was like, man, I hope this Cruz character isn't a real player. He ended up being a very real player.
No doubt.
I'm just curious, were you here when Eli bled during the Jets-Giants preseason game?
I sure did. I remember
that was scary.
I've been here for I was here for October '94 3. I was here for the Brandon Marshall in the corner. Like that was the big one for us. But we didn't make the playoffs in 15. But the game we won here, it was. That's why I'm excited for this Sunday. It's gonna be the second time I'm in this stadium as a road visitor, and so we'll do it again.